Hello everyone. I'm just going to do a couple of trade recaps. I'm currently in a few trades right now. Um, Likely going to get stopped out or trail stopped out on UCAD. If you look at the daily chart, we're on an uptrend line, um, or we're in an uptrend, and we've just retested this down here. I went long yesterday. About 12:30 down here, caught this nice 4-hour surge up with the news announcement this morning. Let's see here, UCAD 21.1, so kind of right down around these tests here is where I went long. It was actually just after this, if you drop down to the 1-hour candle. So it was on one of these candles here that I went long. We're catching some resistance off of this level here, kind of a little head and shoulders potential pattern. I risked 30 pips on this, so I've trailed my stop to 30 pips, which is like maybe 12 pips away or so. So 52 I think is where I have it. So let's see, just a little over 30 pips. So right now, if we get any more bears out of this, I'll get trail stopped out for about 30 pips. Profit out of this. It went up as high as about 90, but you know, it's been a decent week, so I'm okay giving that back. We'll see. It has to come back down to break through. Well, that's essentially where my stop is. So if we come back down and retest this, I'll get taken out for 30 pips, which was a 1-to-1, right? So that was the UCAD trade I took this morning, and I'm still currently in it as of right now. Euro is moving really nicely. I'm long on this from 1.1146.1. So that is 11.46.1, kind of right around this little test point here. You can kind of see my general markup. That was that was kind of like a little advanced fib technique that I use, a high to high fib. And it was also, if you zoom way in and fib this, the 50% kind of right around there as well, and 61.8 of this little impulse move up. So I went long kind of one of these little wicks on one of these 4-hour wicks here at some of this previous structure here. Now that we're really kind of trucking up, my stop was just slightly not break even, but just below break even. A little less than 10 pips. I'm going to move my stop probably, let's see, we're sitting, probably 50 pips, I think, right now, 46-ish. About 60 pips. So I'm going to move my stop up to a little over 1-to-1 just to lock in that. I risked about 30 pips there, so I'm going to move that up. We're kind of approaching some levels I could see having a nice little reaction off of. So that's the Euro trade. What's next here? GJ is sitting around 110 pips or so, a little over 100 pips currently. I took, let's see, let me bring up my history here. 68.7 pips off of GJ early this morning I took. After we tested this level up here, I went ahead and took off like 2-to-1 risk to reward on that, on half of my position. So I initially risked 30 pips or so. I can't remember exactly what it was. GJ, I tend to do a little bit more on GJ just because it's more volatile. Let me try and figure out where exactly I had my stop originally. If I can get this squared away here. So I went long 57.6, so down around here. I did not have my stop underneath here. That was too much. I think it was just under this 78.6. So it was a little over 30 pips, maybe like 40 pips, I think is what it was. But so I took off 68.7 pips this morning, about well, 6 o'clock, a little after 6 o'clock. I'm not sure. I think this might be my broker timestamp. So it was during the London session. After I missed this spike up, I got up a little bit later today, and I missed this spike up, and it was kind of coming back down. So I just went ahead and took some change off of that to pocket some of that, and rolled my stop up to break even. I am long biased on GJ. Can't remember if I went through this or not, but we have broken a couple of really nice major trend lines that have held for a while. We got that one, impulse move with that breakout, and currently we put in a corrective structure with a trend line that held many times. Sellers really stepped in off of it and drove it down to new lows on this little 4-hour section here. Broke that, came back down, retested it, strong bullish candle out of that trend line zone and some structure levels, and have since kind of rallied a little bit since I went long down here off of this this trend line retest. So my stop is just slightly into profit on the second part of my position, and that's where I'm going to leave it until I either get taken out for you know, essentially break even, or we get that move to the upside that I'm kind of anticipating. But we'll see. You know, we could tank down. You know, longer term, we are, you know, this is a hellacious move here, so this could just be some kind of little corrective structure before breaking this major trend line here, or daily, weekly trend line here, which we're catching some we're catching some nice support off of that with some levels here. But that's on the higher time frame and swing trade type of thing. So I'm just going to trail my stop, keep re-entering, take little snacks here and there from it, and we'll go from there. Did I do them all? Aussie dollar. Still have Aussie dollar to do. Currently, it's a little over 1-to-1 on this one, I think. This was my entry, 75.41.7, which was just right down around here. Stop on this was, I don't think it was, well, I think it is what it is here, 26.70. I'm going to roll my stop up to around break even now that I'm kind of at a little over 1-to-1, and just let it play out. Yeah, that was my original stop, less than 30 pips on this trade. If it got below here, then 75.15, I remember it was a round number, was where my stop was originally. So let's see exactly if Is that where my stop currently is? 75.15. It's still at 75.15. So I'm going to move that up to just break even, essentially, just to cover the fees. And go from there. You know, I could see us kind of moving back up into this structure level here, which was which would line up nicely with you know, this little trend line that we have forming here. I am kind of long biased on this. We're coming off of some nice little daily trend line levels. We are in just this huge kind of range here on AU, and we're kind of in the middle, to be honest. We've yet to we kind of tighten this up to the more recent stuff here. We're kind of in the middle right now, so it's just, you know, it's one of those things you just gonna have to trade what it shows you, right? So go from there. Right now we're kind of putting in some bullish momentum, so I'm trading long biased. So we'll go from there. That's the plan. That's those are my trades that I'm in. How I plan to manage them, why I entered, that type of thing. If you got any questions, let me know.